What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Almighty Sai, on MOSHCAST, episode Who Gives a Fuck Anymore? I say that because I want people to know why I say that. Because I fucked up one time. I think I fucked up multiple times. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. But I fucked up multiple times on getting the number right when I say it, compared to getting it right for the fucking thumbnail. And I've been wrong a few times. So I just stopped saying it altogether. And it took me a little while to figure that out. Just stop saying it. Sigh. It's on the fucking thumbnail. So silly me. Um, yeah. I'm alone again today. Why? Because I got to call in. But I wanna state some stuff before we get into this caller. Um, I am feeling like absolute garbage fucking shit, dude. Absolute shit. So, bear with me in my voice and my cough. Bear with me with my stuffy nose. It's not COVID. It's just allergies, and I'm trying my fucking hardest to fucking get over it. And boom, this person will probably be the only person I take for the week, and then I'll figure it out. But as of today, I have to take off. I have to take off for the week, and this is the last person I'm gonna ask for podcast. Because I record in advance so that if anything fucking happens to me, there's something to post in a week or whatever. So there's that. So let's get right to it. We're gonna get right into it, and we're gonna call him, and we're just gonna chat it up.
Yo,
It is YKARE.
what's up?
What it do, man?
Nothing much. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing good. Can you hear me? Can you hear me well right here?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me well?
Oh, I can hear you good. We can hear you loud and clear over here.
Sweet.
How's it going, man? How's
Y-
everything been?
It's going good, man. Yo, thank you for letting me be on here. This is really cool and something that I've been wanting to do for like a long ass time.
Hey, that's what I'm here for, man. I try to expand my wings and let everybody hop on this bitch whenever they can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's great, man.
And it's good to finally talk to you, and it's good to actually, we only talked for a few days. We barely met each other and stuff, and it's good to I like to investigate, especially whenever it comes to music, because you have a presence on social media, but it's good to know that there's artists that you don't know, and then you look at their stuff on, like, YouTube or SoundCloud and stuff, and you get to know what the person's about musically.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
But that's where I'm at, because whenever so Loss hit me up. Shout out to fucking Loss. He hit me up and was like, "Hey, I got a guy that's down to do the podcast," and then you hit me up, and I was like, "Yeah, just Loss just fucking messaged me about it." And
Yeah, lost to the fucking boy, bro.
dude, how did you find Loss?
Um, so I'm a really big fan of this artist named Harper. And he just dropped this song. I think it's called Bleach. But it's a sick ass music video,
Yeah,
and I was trying to find the lyrics for it. So I looked up Harper Bleach lyrics, and he was the first one to pop up, and I was like, these are fucking dope ass like lyric videos. I
right.
want one. So I shot him a DM, and I was like, bro, let's work. And like within like 12 hours, he had my newest song, Toe Tags, featuring VCOSV. Shout out VCOSV.
Hell yeah.
um, he had that shit done within like super quickly. And then after that, he mentioned your name, and I was checking out your YouTube, your Instagram, like all your socials, and I was like, fuck, I want to be on this bitch. And here I am.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, we're not too far away from each other. We're far enough to be like, that's a fucking drive. But
Yeah, no, it's not nothing crazy.
yeah, it's
Like you
nothing
said,
crazy.
what, El Paso or what?
No, Amarillo.
Amarillo. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I mean, it wouldn't be crazy enough to actually get in person. You know, one day get to get on podcast in person. I mean, we could probably do that. That's probably doable.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I would be totally down for that.
But I wanted to get you on. You know, it's one of those things where like I take this shit seriously, and so whenever somebody asks, I'm like, we're gonna get on. Give me a few days or whatever, but it's not gonna be a few weeks. It's like you know, I don't want to risk I don't want to risk the factor of maybe he's gonna get on a different podcast. You know, I want to take that in and be the first person because I don't know if you know who Low God is.
Faintly. Is that the fool with the mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Low God came to from Canada to America, and he's never done a podcast live in America before. And I was like, I gotta get that motherfucker on because he's big in Canada. And I was like, for one, it'll be his first interview, and for two, who the fuck is ever gonna fucking get to talk to Low God himself, you know? So I took that
Yeah.
fucking chance. I was like, fuck that shit. So like I said, I'm honored for you to be on the podcast and stuff, and we're gonna talk our shit for real.
I do again, I fucking appreciate this shit. I've been wanting to do it for a while, bro, and you're funny as fuck. So
Oh, thank
I'm
you,
yeah,
thank you. I appreciate
yeah,
it.
I'm ready to chop it up, bro.
Fuck yeah. So there's been let me talk my opinion about you because whenever you hit me up, I was like, I gotta do my research, and so I looked at your music and to be honest, bro, I don't know if you have it on other platforms, but on YouTube because I use YouTube a lot. On YouTube, there's a few singles on there. Is there more out there? Is there like Spotify or SoundCloud or anything?
So there should be 6 or 7 songs.
Yeah.
It I let me think. I've only been doing this for about, I want to say, since like 2019, and
Yeah.
I've been taking it seriously since, I would say, fucking the quarantine, bro. Like the beginning of quarantine, when I dropped my actual like first song that I was happy with. Um, I dropped a song called "Love and Hate"
Yes.
when I was like fucking young as shit, bro, and that shit was ass. And
Yeah.
I got clowned hard, so I stopped making music for a while, and
Right.
then um quarantine hit. We were all sitting inside our homes, bored as fuck,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, you know what, I might as well do something. So I ended up making a song called "Sick Love," and that shit did really well on SoundCloud. Like all my friends said that they fucking loved it.
Right.
And I got a lot of attention off of it. And then after that, I dropped one, two, like, I think it's like 6 more songs. I have a lot of unreleased songs, but it's, between like being in school still
Right.
and working, like, I work every day,
Right.
so it's hard to like sit down and do shit because I do it mostly all myself. Like I use the YouTube beats and shit like that,
Yeah.
or like beats that producers send me like a beat pack and we work that shit out. But besides that, like the engineering, mixing, mastering, like all that shit is done by me, and it's like time consuming.
Oh
So
yeah. 100%. 100% time consuming, especially when whenever you do your own shit, because then you get like really hyper aware of like what you're doing, and so
exactly, bro.
if it doesn't sound good to you, you're gonna fucking swipe it, and you don't have another
Yep.
ear. You don't have another ear next to you being like, no, it sounds dope as fuck. It's your ear, and you've been listening to this fucking song like fucking 50 times in a row. Over and
Yep.
over, one verse, over and over. Like you're gonna get fucking tired of it to the point where you're like, I gotta wipe it all and restart.
That dude, you said it perfectly. I The way that I kind of put it is nobody's going to do it right. If you want it done right, do it yourself.
Right.
That's that's the way that I put it. And like the whole reason why I engineer myself is because I've been to fucking other studios in my city,
Yeah.
like, and it just didn't work out. I didn't get the sound that I wanted.
Right.
So that's when I had to like sit down and learn how to mix my own shit. And that shit took a long ass time.
Right.
But I think right now I've gotten to a place where it's like generally sounding somewhat professional.
Oh,
And
100%. Well, like I was gonna say, from last year or so when you dropped your first song to toe tags, there's a differential. To be honest, YKARE, you're a little bit of a hopeless romantic, whenever it comes to your music. And then
yes, sir.
you fucking the new song that you dropped, Toe Tags, was a complete like 360 or 180 or whatever you want to call it, because it was completely different from whatever you've written in the past, and I say a hopeless romantic because it's most of your songs are not just like depressive, oh she broke up with me, I fucking hate my life type shit. It's like I want this girl, I need her, I love her and shit. And so that's why I say hopeless romantic, because a lot of these artists nowadays are turning into like these emo fucking sad boy, she fucking hates me, I don't, she left me, blah blah blah, and some of your songs are more of like, I love her and I need her in my life type shit.
Yeah, I I feel like a lot of songs nowadays kind of look more at the situation,
Yeah,
and I feel like with my music, I end up looking more towards myself and how maybe I fucked up a relationship, or uh like what I could have done differently. And speaking on like, I don't know if you heard my song Nada,
I'm listening to
or
all of your songs, bro.
okay, yeah, yeah. So Nada and Toe Tags, like at face value, they sound like regular like trap music,
Right, it's like
like
hype as fuck.
exactly. But like certain parts of the lyrics, especially with Toe Tags, like in a sense, they're still sad. Or for example, with Toe Tags, the entire song is literally me talking to my alter ego and saying like I fucking hate you.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, so like at the beginning of Toe Tags, it's like, toe tags, why you claiming shit you never did? But boy, I wrote that. Lately, you've been acting like a bitch. Your songs are so sad. That's me talking to myself.
Gotcha. I got you now. I feel it now.
And with Nada, I wanted to kind of write a song about me the past, really all of like since quarantine, bro. Not
Right.
really being able to feel much.
Yeah, like you're
So
not doing nada. You ain't doing nada. You ain't doing shit.
I'm not doing shit, but like I'm not feeling shit. I don't want to say like as like corny as it sounds, like fucking numb, but I was thinking like, well, why do I feel like this? And I was like thinking about like conscience and shit. Like maybe not saying that I don't have a conscience, because clearly everybody does it some like in some sense,
Right.
but in the aspect of what if I didn't, um, what would that look like? So I decided to write a song about absolutely fucking murdering people.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like, COVID really fucked with a lot of people, but I feel like musically, in an artist's eye, COVID was probably the best thing that could happen to us, because,
Change the world, bro.
yeah, it changed the world, but at the same time, it's like, bro, you had time, you had a whole fucking year to sit down and literally write and make music and draw and do the things that you need to get done so that you can prosper in your passions and your hobbies and shit. And I feel like,
Exactly.
COVID really opened up a lot for like artists and musicians and songwriters and shit. And to be honest, do you think that COVID had a negative or more of a negative or more of a positive impact in your life?
Um, I feel like COVID definitely did change my life completely. If
Oh
it
yeah.
wasn't for COVID, I would, because I'm in online classes right now, because I didn't want to go back because I got so used to being in online classes.
All
Plus, with
right.
online classes, I could go to work and like work on my shit when there's no customers, and then
Right.
get paid for both of that.
Yeah.
So, but if I still was in school, bro, I don't think I ever would have made music.
No shit.
Nah, bro. Like,
Are you talking right?
I've been homeschooled the majority of my life. Like I've been in and out of school. Like I've been to so many schools, bro. Um,
Why is that?
and
Why? What happened? Or do you want to get into that?
Yeah. So I started off. Let's see. Let me go back. Let's see. I started off going to a Catholic school for most of my elementary years. That didn't work out because I wasn't learning anything.
You weren't Catholic
Cause
enough.
well, yeah, Catholic school was a fucking bitch. Like I don't remember much. Like the fools there were cool, but holy shit, bro, those nuns just like
Oh yeah,
they
they'll rip you a new one, dude, for real.
they were just judgy, bro. They were
Yeah,
just judgy, and then those priests, man, they fucking
yeah. We can talk about priests all fucking day long. They're something else,
yeah.
bro.
I'm pretty sure a couple fuckers got nabbed, but I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah,
But I was there, and then I wasn't learning correctly, and my parents didn't understand why.
right,
Later to find out that I've got ADHD, dyslexia, and like a whole ton of other shit. But my main learning disabilities are dyslexia and ADHD and well ADD, but they're fucking the same thing basically.
right,
But I wasn't able to sit still. I couldn't read that good. Like I don't want to say I couldn't read at all, but I definitely could not read good. Like going through one page of
right,
like any book, bro. Couldn't read it. Couldn't sit down and read it, and I couldn't read it anyways because letters are floating all over the place. I can't process what's going on exactly, and I didn't really share that with anybody because I didn't know what was going on. I was just a kid. I just wanted to fucking hang out with my friends. Like fuck
right,
school. Like why the
right,
fuck am I here?
right. 100%.
Um,
But it's with every kid, that it just wants to do shit.
exactly. I just felt like with the other kids, like they were able to get their shit done, and I really didn't understand like why I was always getting in trouble for like you're not paying attention, you're not fucking doing your work, like going home and doing school like homework with my parents, like 10 years old, 12 years old, whatever the fuck,
Right,
was a bitch. Like shout out to my mom for putting up with me, bro, because
right. That shit'll fucking dude. It's crazy you say that because I got diagnosed with dyslexia at an older age. I got diagnosed with dyslexia when I was probably in
oh shit.
fucking like third grade. And so that fucking I in school, like we could go on and on for fucking hours about my fucking school experience, but I did have dyslexia, and I will say I will vouch for you that shit's a fucking bitch, and people don't understand how bad it is.
Yeah, it's something that everybody's experience is different. Like your experience probably is completely different than mine, but in a way we have like the same emotions tied to school or even work
Right,
in
right,
general.
right, 100%, a hundred
And I
percent.
feel like people might view us or as lazy or they didn't want to put in the work ethic. But what I think's really cool about learning disabilities is that like in the normal spectrum,
Right,
we might not be the best at reading or doing math and sitting down or writing a paper and shit like that, but like bro, you got a fucking podcast. Like I'm making music and I,
right,
I think we're excelling at that,
right.
you know
We're
so
savants. That's what that word is. A savant is somebody that has a mental disorder or a learning disability or something like that, and they turn it into some sort of something else. There's a DJ out there. I can't remember his name, but he has a high functioning autism. I think it's like really really bad, but he is an amazing DJ, and he makes his own music and everything. It's fucking phenomenal, and he's been going on it for fucking ever. But that's the thing is like savants they excel in different ways and they excel extremely well in a certain place. And I feel like schools especially they don't have the criteria or they don't have the time to get these kids that have certain passions and hobbies and these things that they want to do and use that to help them learn to live their lives with these things. They just cram so much information, math and reading and English and history and all that shit. They just cram so much down these kids' throats that some of them don't even make it out of high school. And it really sucks.
yeah,
It's very depressing.
it I agree completely, bro. Like But I've learned that we can't really blame like the teachers. Like for a while, for me, it was like, well, fuck this specific teacher. She's the only one in the world making me do this shit, bro. This shit's like institutionalized, you
Oh
know?
yeah, 100%. This is all government induced fucking bullshit.
Exactly. And they're just trying to, they're just trying to get do their job, and we're all getting taught the same way. But the thing is we're all so different, you know?
Right. We're
How
getting
you
put.
learn is different than how I learn. What you want to do with your life is different from what I want to do with my life.
Right. Right. And we're getting put. And I feel like the school system in itself is putting us in a system of what the world or what the world they want the world to be. You know what I'm saying? So you get out of fucking school and it's either you're gonna be on the streets or you're gonna be a blue collar citizen or you're gonna go to college. That's all you. That's the three things that you really got. And if you don't do those three things, then well, I fucking you better hope that you got a good fucking job or you know what the fuck you're doing because it's gonna be a lot harder than most people. It's either streets, blue collar, or fucking college, and that's the three things that we got. And I think the government has formed that palette very well for
Oh, without a
the
doubt,
world,
bro.
and people suck onto that shit like it's candy, and people are blind to those things. Like, oh, it's supposed to be. This is what's supposed to be. This is what real life is like. Nah, bro, that's not real life. That's something that we've created for a system. That's systematic. That's just
I mean,
people being people.
that's that's what they created because we work for them, bro.
Right.
We work for them. That's what they want. It's like worker ants,
You're right.
and
Right.
they just want us to, work for them, make us money, and then we fucking die.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I'm dealing with like right now is like you're telling me that some like I see these people at my job, bro, and I'm checking them out, and like I love everybody, bro, but I'm seeing these old ass people, you know,
Right.
coming in, and they seem miserable. They got a job that they've been working at for fucking 30, 40 years,
Right.
and for what? Like, do like I feel like asking them, like, do you love what you do?
Right.
And I know for like a handful of people, they're just like, it pays the bills.
Yeah.
That is all there is to life, paying the bills.
Right. That's
That
all. That's all I see is paying bills and just going to work every fucking day. 9 to 5, pay bills, go to sleep. 9 to 5,
not
pay bills, go to sleep.
exactly. And then we die,
Yeah.
and then that's it.
Fucking die.
What do we leave? What do we leave them behind? What makes us different? What makes that person different than a fucking ant? Because the way that I look at that shit, bro, if that's how I'm gonna live my life, I might as well go to fucking Walmart right now, buy some razor blades, and kill myself. I swear to God, that
Right.
shit's so depressing.
Right.
At
Walk.
that point, you might as well just put a gun in your mouth, shoot your fucking head off, bro.
Right. Right. Walk outside and fucking hope a bus hits you in the fucking face. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah,
But that's the thing is like people are so prone. People, especially like young kids and stuff. We mature and then we become aware and stuff. But like there's kids that get stuck in that system to where it's like my mom and dad work, so I work, and then it's just one of those things where it's like a ladder, and all these people just do the same shit because that's all they know, and that's all they've been taught, and that's all that they have learned. Math didn't teach me shit. English didn't teach me shit. You know what I'm saying? History didn't teach me shit to fucking live. So if I don't got school to back me up, then I'm gonna fucking just go to fucking work at a meatpacking plant or fucking the oil rig or work at the fucking whatever you got over there, over there in Albuquerque and shit. But it's like one of those things where it's like, bro, like people get stuck, and especially in small towns like where I was from, it's either you work at the fucking meatpacking plant or you're a cowboy, and it's like, bro, like that's not what. Neither of those is what I want to fucking do.
exactly. You live in this town, and everybody's so much different. They're being shoved into this shit that they don't know what else is out there.
Right, right. 100%. And these
And it,
kids, oh, to be honest, I feel like these kids, it's a crazy world out there, bro. We can get deeper into that shit, but like these kids they cling on to their parents. They want to be their parents so fucking much, and sometimes you gotta look real deep into your fucking mind and be like, I love my parents, but I don't have to be my parents, and some people don't understand that shit.
To add on top of that, I feel like a lot of people just want to make their parents happy, and the parents don't understand the kind of pressure that they're putting on their kids by like you have to go to college. The way that I look at college, bro, is like if you want to get a certain job, of course, go to college, like get the correct credentials to get that job.
Right,
But to go to college just to go to college because just to get that little I went to college fucking card, whatever
right,
the fuck, diploma,
right.
diploma
Yeah,
card.
diploma.
But fucking, and then you go into debt.
Yeah,
Okay. This debt shit's crazy, bro. I know fucking people that are still paying that shit off.
yeah,
For what?
yep.
I mean,
100%, a
you-
hundred percent.
you're telling me it's like a pay to play, bro. If you want to get a good job, you have to pay for it. You have to
Right.
pay for it.
I
It's
see college as it's been here for so long. I see college as an experience. If you have the fucking money and you have the fucking time and the want to, then go to college and experience what college is all about. Experience having fun, going to parties, and fucking being that young adult that you are, and experience that college dream. That college that there's a thing about college where people are like, dude, parties, women, beer, drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like it's an
yeah,
experience, 100% an experience. But if you don't got the time, if you don't got the money, if you don't got the fucking need to, then don't. Bro, I was gonna go to school for fucking music, bro. I was gonna go to college for music. And then I was like, bro, I've been playing drums since I was 6 years old. Why the fuck do I need a fucking degree? Why do I need a fucking diploma that says I know how to play drums, bro? I've been playing since I was
ex-
6 years old. Why the fuck am I gonna do that shit?
exactly. It's uh, and this shit's all coming apparent to me now, you know.
Right.
Um, and it's this shit's scary. At the end of the day, you just never know. But also, that's what the beauty and I guess life is
Right.
is
Taking the chances, getting fucked up.
exactly. Um, so yeah, it's a bitch, but
That
you
also,
don't have to you don't
so
have to conform.
yeah, you don't have to conform at all. I want everybody to understand that that's watching this shit. You do not have to conform to anybody. You don't have to conform to anyone. You don't have to conform to school. You don't have to conform to your fucking job. You don't have to conform to anybody. The only person that you would have to have a conversation with is you, my guy. Talk to you. Talk to yourself. Make sure that you're healthy,
Exactly.
happy,
Yep.
and wanting to do shit. But you don't have to conform to shit. Nobody needs to conform to anything. Even not even the fucking government. The government can go fuck itself. And I hope they're fucking hearing this shit. Cause if I die today, you know why.
it, the government's. We can talk about that shit a little bit later. I
Yeah,
I
for
can
real.
talk about that shit all day, bro. But back onto the school and shit.
Yeah.
Um, left Catholic school, and then my parents didn't know where to put me, so they were like, "Well, public school has like a generally like they'll be able to help them because at public school they try their best to help kids with learning disabilities and shit like that.
Right.
Their best. Could it be better? Yeah, of course, but that's just how the world turns. It's not going to be the best. You have to work for some shit. But again, I was in fourth grade at the time, public school. They put me in this classroom. I don't even know what kind of like to this day, bro. I don't know what the fuck that shit was, but it was awesome
Right.
because I was like in this school with kids that weren't all fucking prude like the Catholic school, and this teacher, bro, she like it was is a classroom of fourth graders through eighth graders. Okay, there was like 30 kids in this one classroom, and the teacher would just leave us in there with computers,
Right.
and for literally like an entire year, bro, for like 8 hours, I just play fucking Club Penguin, Pop Tropica, what else did I play? This fucking Star Wars game, and I play that shit all fucking day. Like it was the best, bro.
No shit.
Fucking Pokemon Tower Defense. I don't know if anybody you know what Pokemon Tower Defense is, bro.
No, I have no idea what that is.
it's like a weird memory, but I know I fucking played it, and it was like a website. That shit was so cool, and I played it with all my bros at that school. And but I think the teacher got in trouble because somebody was like, "Hey, we're like not learning anything." Swear to God, bro, we didn't learn shit. I don't remember one time the teacher actually like taught us something.
No shit.
Yeah, that shit was awesome, but it was like it was a free for all there,
It
bro.
was going
Like
crazy. It
people
was
are
fucking
playing. It was great. People are fucking playing on their computer. Some
damn.
fucking bitch is getting finger fucked in the fucking closet.
Oh my god.
It was the best. It was the best.
Right.
But I ended up getting pulled out of that school, and that's when I went to a it was like a Christian school, and it was half there and half at home.
Damn,
So like
your
on Monday,
parents were like really religious, I guess, huh?
um, yeah, yeah, um, we've been everywhere. My
Yeah.
my parents are just trying to find out what life is about as much as I am.
Right.
Um, I would consider myself a religious person, yes, like, but at the same time, um, religion has been so corrupted at its very core that I believe that it's up to every single person individually to find their own God.
Right.
And there's like a baseline moral value, and I feel like everybody has that. And believe in what you want to believe in. Like, if you're bettering yourself, that's what it's all about, man.
Bars. 100%. That's crazy. Well, I think you don't. I don't. I think we are more alike than you think we are, dude. Because
it,
a lot of the shit that you're saying, I would 100%. I would agree with you 100% on that shit.
it's just like, I feel like a lot of people nowadays, it's hard left or hard right,
Right.
bro. Fucking being a Democrat or being a Republican, that is just shit that they created to divide us.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they can't hurt that. We can't hurt them if we're divided. If we're busy fucking fighting each other over fucking Donald Trump, over fucking Biden, over who's vaccinated, who's not vaccinated. What do you think about this? What do you think about this?
Right.
Do you like Toyota? Do you like Ford? Who gives a shit?
Who gives a fuck,
You know?
dude? Who gives a
Ex-
absolute fuck? But I mean, it goes into like gang shit. It's like gang affiliated shit, bro. Like you got Crips and Bloods fucking fighting over a color, and then you got Democrats and liberals fighting over a color too. And it's like, or you got Republicans and Democrats fighting over a color, and you're like, what the fuck? This is so like fucked off.
and you see it trickle down into society. With division everywhere. Like you were saying, like, I don't have any place to speak on, like, any gang shit,
Right.
but um it trickles down, and that's what they want. They want us to be divided,
Right.
and I don't see a need fighting with people over who they voted for,
Yeah.
or like, that doesn't tell me anything about like who you are as a person. Like, I see bumper stickers all the time, like, if you're wearing a mask in your car, you don't have to say that you voted for Biden. Like, that shit's funny, bro. But I feel like a lot of people actually believe that shit.
Right.
Like,
Right.
who you voted for is who you are as a person. Like, I know so many people, bro, and I don't share my politics whatsoever. So nobody really knows like what I think on certain shit.
Right.
And for that reason, like, I'm able to be friends with a lot more people.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like people nowadays, it's just so hard left or hard right.
Right. Right. And it's scary because you're afraid to say something that might offend somebody. But it's like your own belief system. Like, it's your own belief. Like it sucks to know that there are people that can have intelligent conversations and they won't because they get too hot headed and they start arguing. And it's like, no,
Bro,
bro, you
getting
don't have to
so
fucking
fucking
do that.
hot. Exactly, bro. Being a fucking hothead in a conversation is it it's embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck are you getting so worked about something that doesn't even involve you, bro?
Right. Right.
Like, like, do you, like, Biden doesn't give a fuck what you're thinking right now. And
Right.
yeah, like, there's shit that he could do that will trickle down into society. Yes, that's true. But is like wanting to literally kill somebody, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it?
Right. Right.
Um,
I have intelligent conversations with my friends about this type of stuff. But though it's funny because we have really intelligent conversations about this shit, but then we have like really heated and we get really mad at each other about things that don't fucking matter. Like last night, I had a conversation with one of my friends. It was two of my friends, and for some reason we got on the fucking the concept of like people having kinks, and
Yeah.
we were like, people eat shit, what, having sex and they eat shit, and it was gross and stuff. But I said that,
Oh yeah, two girls, one cup. Shout out two girls,
yeah,
one cup.
yeah, two girls, one cup and shit. But I was like, you can't if the person is shitting, you can't get sick from eating their shit if they don't have no sicknesses. And dude, the conversation went fucking
Wait, for wait,
haywire.
wait, 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 wait. Like for real?
Well, so
Like you won't get sick?
like that's the that was the whole argument is if can you get sick or can you not get sick, and then because I was on the side of like you can't get sick if the person is not sick and you eat their shit, you can't get sick. But on the other side, it's like you could get sick either way. My friends were like, "You can get sick either way," and I'm like, I don't think that's plausible. We have two girls, one cup. Kids eat their own shit whenever they're babies, all the fucking time. Dogs eat their shit. They're not sick. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, how the fuck do you get sick then? And so I was on the side of not getting sick compared to getting sick. And then we were yelling at the end of the fucking conversation. We were fucking yelling at each other. I'm like, you dumb fuck, you don't fucking know. You never ate shit before. And it was literally 2 hours of talking about shit. And it was like, I sat back and I was like, these are the conversations that are fun. Whenever you get mad and argue about stupid bullshit, yeah, for sure. But we don't need it. Like you said, we are divided in the serious things. We're divided in race. We're divided in fucking presidential elections. We're divided in vaccination. And those are the things that are so important to this nation, so important to the world. Why the fuck are we arguing about this shit?
It, bro, exactly. And even going on to shit like, um, you know, being gay or being not gay,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
being straight, being gay.
LGBTQI plus. Shout out.
Exactly. And I feel like I don't have too much of a place to speak on it, but there's a lot more people coming out as gay, trans, non-binary, like
Right,
what they feel is true to themselves.
right,
And I see so many people just saying like, no, you're wrong, you know,
right.
and that shit is so fucking, it's corny, it's outdated. Like, let people do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, it's
There's
sad.
so many fools that I there's so many people that I still know that are like, you know, I won't respect their made up pronouns or whatever the fuck. Why wouldn't you respect, their
Yeah,
pronouns?
like why not? It's not fucking hard, dude.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna blast their fucking name on here, but I will say that there is a fucking person not in my life anymore, but there was a person in my life that was a part of the school district, and he refused to call this little girl that wanted to be a boy. He refused to call her by her pronouns, by his pronouns. So at the time, it was a transition. So she was like, "I want to be a boy. Call me by this name." It was just a nickname. It was literally like fucking Jose or something. Like it was like Jocelyn. So the J Jose. Just call me Jose. And he refused to do it. He refused to fucking do it. And it's like, bro, like, people call me the stupidest shit every fucking day. They call me Brex. They call me Psy. They call me Carrot Top. They call me fucking Smokey. Like, it's a nickname, bro. If you can't get over the fact that some person wants to be called Jose other than Jocelyn, you're fucked off in the head, bro. You're fucked off.
it it's not that hard. Plus, the I don't know what the statistics are, but I read something about how we're not respecting trans people as a society,
Right,
and
right,
it's really taking a toll on their mental health. The the suicide rates of trans people are way higher than any other group of people,
right, right. 100%.
and that says something. I mean, respect needs to be shown. Respect needs to be shown. You don't have to agree with it, but respect needs to be shown.
Yeah.
Those are people and they need to be respected.
all human lives need to be respected,
Exactly.
and I stand for that. It goes into it go like we can go deeper into George Floyd, and we can go deeper into Breonna Taylor and fucking the what's his name Rittenhouse fucking bullshit that went down the other day. Like,
Yeah.
people don't understand, like, the people that died, yeah, they had some shit. George Floyd, quote unquote, had some bullshit that really didn't fucking matter. And then the people that Kyle Rittenhouse fucking killed, they had some shit that they already went to prison for. They were already judged by what they did, you know. But
Hmm.
but the thing is, that cop shouldn't have killed George Floyd. Kyle Rittenhouse shouldn't have killed those people. And as bad as people want them to be, so fucking what? If they are bad people, so fucking what? Kyle Rittenhouse is not fucking God. The cop that killed George Floyd isn't fucking God. So they can't judge people. They don't have no fucking right to murder people. And whatever it is, self-defense or not, you're a fucking murderer. And I will continue to say that until I fucking die. If you self-defend yourself by any means and murder somebody, you are a fucking murderer. And now with the Kyle Rittenhouse bullshit and with the fucking George Floyd bullshit, that cop is dirty. Kyle Rittenhouse is fucking dirty. And I will say that till I'm blue in the fucking face. I don't give a shit. I don't care. There are instances where people fucking die, being in a situation where the person had to self defend themselves, their house, their kids, their livelihood. Yes, people fucking die in those instances. But in these ones, recorded, and these ones in the court, you fucked up, dude. You're fucking done. And you know what? Kyle Rittenhouse fucking walked free, but in my eyes, he's still as much of a piece of shit as that fucking cop that killed George Floyd.
I mean, he's gonna have a target on his back for the rest of his life. You know,
Yeah.
that's who he's gonna be. He's gonna be Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yep.
Um, human life should be taken a little bit more seriously. I mean, even in my city, bro.
Yeah.
I
I
don't know if
wanted
you
to
know
get
much about.
into. I wanted to get into Albuquerque. I've heard that Albuquerque is really fucking bad, dude.
It is bad. I'll steer clear from shit that's gonna get me in trouble. But people here kill other people for fun. That's
Like,
that's
that's a
that's
real
that's what it
thing.
is.
That's a real thing that's happening right now.
I mean, it's always been like that, bro. Even down to like the high schools is where it starts, bro. The high school is where it starts,
Yeah.
and everybody wants to basically play this game of whose dick's bigger, you know,
Okay.
and everybody wants to fight each other. And the thing is, nobody wants to fight anymore, bro. You don't have to fight. You could just get a gun and go at it. And the police here are not gonna you're not gonna get caught. You're not gonna get caught. The percentage rate of drive-bys in my city, bro. If you do a drive-by in my city, the chances are you will not get caught. Period.
No shit.
It is because there's so much shit going on, bro. Halloween night, I had a show, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that was at that show. Fucking shout out Vez, shout out to Meg, shout out Zay, shout out fucking Benji, shout out Tay Tay, Richie Ray, everybody, bro. Shout
Hell
out
yeah.
fucking Peso. Sorry, I had to I had to give a little
No, you're
shout out,
good. You're good.
but
Shout out to everybody, bro.
um, we went to a fucking shout out to Sun too. I love you, bro. But we went to a fucking after party for it was like an after party, Halloween after party, right? Ton of fuckers there, right?
Right.
We're chilling in the backyard, still running off this high of our first show that I had ever done,
Right.
right? And you know, my homie Zay, he's inside the party inside the house. We're in the backyard. He comes running over to our group and he's like, "Yo, they're about to shoot this bitch up." So everybody just starts leaving. Next thing shots go off. Everybody's taking off,
Yeah.
and that same night there was like you know several like I don't want to say the number because I don't know specifically, but I want to say there was over 10 shootings that same night where they did the same thing where they just went into some fucking party and shot the bitch up
No shit.
just for just for fun, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, there might be like beef between somebody that wasn't invited to the party and what is in the party or who was at the party, and found out that they were there.
Right, right. Gang affiliated
Classic.
shit.
Uh, I wouldn't say gang affiliated shit. It's just like fuckers here will literally shoot you over like some high school white girl drama. Like he said, she said, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, right, right,
It's like, oh, I heard you fucking didn't like my hairstyle today.
right.
Bow, you're done.
Do
It's
you
it's stupid bullshit like that, bro.
have you like lived like that? Have you lived in that fucking situation like all your life in school and all that shit, or is this like something that kind of like popped off out of random? Is this like Albuquerque like for real this all this time, or has it been getting worse and worse like as the years go on?
I'm glad you brought that up. Um, I feel like specifically it's a Hispanic thing here in Albuquerque. Um, it's it's this idea that you have to be hard,
Right,
and I haven't noticed it getting worse because it's always been like that. It's always been like you have to have somebody that you would kill. You have to, or else you're not hard, or else you're just like you're gentrified.
right, right,
Um, and that's what everybody wants to get away from. And that's what I don't really fuck with in Albuquerque is, just because you're doing good, somebody's gonna try to kill you.
right, right,
Just because you're doing good. I mean, it happens it happens all the time here, bro. People die every fucking day. I've had friends of mine die for over bullshit reason. For a for no point whatsoever in killing them.
right,
And killers never get caught.
right, right.
Um
That's fucking insane. And like when it comes down to like who did who or what did what, do do you end up finding out who it was or why they did it and still nothing happens, or is it one of those things where like
so
people
yeah.
are still like trying to wonder or wondering who the fuck it was, you know?
Yeah, fools are dumb here, bro. They'll literally post on their Snapchat stories everything they do. So
Right,
it's not hard to find out, and word travels fast. You know,
right,
I know the fuckers that fucking kill my homie, and for a while there too, bro. Like, I wanted to go handle the business. I
right,
wanted to go take care of it,
right,
and I had to sit on that self for a while, like on that thought for a while, and
right,
it built up on me. And at the end of the day, you know I might not know stuff about that person
right,
that might make them have good qualities. People are gonna miss them.
right,
People, um, you know, I don't know if they got parents, but you know, I know that my mom would want me to come home to her at night.
right, right.
It's
So what do
it's
you
just
like you're just sitting there like trying you're sitting there thinking, do I handle my business or do I become them? You know?
it is it it's stuff that I've been thinking about for a while, man. It makes me sound fucking crazy.
No, it's
But
stuff
those
that
type
that needs to be said, bro. Like I never thought of like, oh, my homie got fucking murdered, and I know the fucking person that did it. What do you do in that situation? I mean, you could. I mean, obviously, you could go to the cops. I mean, you could do that, but then you're like, what, stuck in the situation of like snitching out some shit, and then you could be the one next.
exactly. And I mean, it even goes farther into like, what what if what if I killed so and so?
Yeah.
What's stopping them from doing a drive by my house and then them killing one of my family members?
Right. Right. So you're stuck in a you're like a rock in a hard place. You try to do the
Exactly.
right thing and you try to fucking talk to the cops and then word gets around that you did and now your family and you are in fucking are jeopardized of being murdered. Or you just sit
It,
there and watch your friend fucking die and hope that the guy that did it or the people that did it fucking get what they offered, you know, by somebody else, you know?
yep. It's you just sometimes have to choose peace, and you have to think about that shit. People in my city don't think about that shit. If you kill somebody, you are running the risk of getting caught. If you kill somebody, people are going to try to kill you. It's you have to think about this shit. You have to.
Right, right. So I'm guessing YKARE, I'm guessing you're Hispanic.
Yes.
So like Is this just like you said? It was a Hispanic. There's a Hispanic problem. Is there more people involved?
I I don't want to say that it is a Hispanic problem. This is a problem for all races whatsoever. I'm only speaking on from what I
Right,
have
right,
personally
and
seen with
and
other um friends of mine and other people, because the majority here is Hispanic.
right, right.
It,
Because
it
I
is
was
all
thinking more
Hispanic.
like gang affiliated. You know what I'm saying? Like Hispanics stick with Hispanics and whites stick with whites, and so on and so forth. So like
I wouldn't say
living in Albuquerque would probably be more Hispanic, and plus you're a Hispanic yourself, so your culture is around what you are.
it's sorry, you broke up just a little bit there at the end.
Oh no, I was saying that you are around your own culture. You are around your
Yeah,
Hispanic family and your Hispanic friends. Like what I'm saying, like you grew up this way. You're gonna stick around with the people that are the same way.
it it is predominantly Hispanic, but I wouldn't say that I stick around my own people. Like I got friends of every color.
Right,
I don't just stick around with that, but just because um of what is available here, the majority is Hispanic, and it goes down to my parents and their parents about how things need to be handled. You know,
right,
and
right,
with the gang shit, I don't really have any place to speak on that. But I know that it is present in my city, and um, you know, I have no place to speak on that.
right, right. 100%. Well, this is crazy, bro. Like this is a really deep fucking conversation. I was uh, I was a little nervous coming into the podcast, but I was like, man, I don't know anything about YKARE, but I'm gonna try my fucking hardest. And to be honest, this is the most invigorating conversation I've had with anybody in a long time.
Same here, bro. It's hard nowadays to have conversations like these, but
Yeah,
you know,
it needs to be
I've been
said, bro.
wanting
It
to.
needs to be said, especially in places like this. Like the algorithm. YouTube will see where I'm at. YouTube will see where you're from. They look at that shit and they shoot out the podcast within the area. So we're talking about Albuquerque. It's definitely going to be in the Albuquerque area. People will be seeing that the podcast will be on their algorithm and shit. So like, people that are aware of this whole situation, that we don't talk about this stuff, man. This stuff doesn't be this stuff doesn't get talked about enough. Where people are like literally dying on the streets, and it goes into like the systematic the government shit, racism. It goes into where we are at as a country right now, where U.S. is at right now. I mean, this is going all the way from like Santa Fe, San Francisco. Um, you know how San Francisco is so overpopulated that the homeless population in San Francisco is like 75%, and the prison system is so full of people that they cannot like they can't bring in more people that do bad shit, and they're now like citing people instead of like arresting them. Shitting outside, fucking pissing outside. Being weird as fuck. I don't know. There's a lot. I'm not gonna get real deep into San Francisco's laws, but I've heard that they're just writing people tickets for that shit, and they need to be arrested. And Albuquerque's the same way. I've heard Albuquerque is probably one of the worst fucking cities to live in the United States. And I've always wanted to know why. I've always wanted to know why it is, whether it be
It's
drugs or fucking murder or fucking gangs or whatever it is. But this conversation needs to happen.
it's drugs is a big thing here. Let's see. It starts at high school. It's where it all starts. Even middle school, bro. You got your carts. Carts was like a big ass thing when I was let's see, freshman year. You
Yeah.
got your Mario Karts, fucking all kinds of shit like that.
Right.
I wasn't really down with that shit because like I knew people that cooked that shit and they laced it with whatever the
Yeah.
fuck they
Fentanyl,
wanted.
fucking spice, all that shit. Yeah.
Oh, dude, spice, yes. Holy shit. But fucking, you know, you've got everybody here does coke, heroin, fucking what do we got? Fentanyl, spice is a
Yeah.
big thing.
Is
Um,
spice really a
you
big
know,
thing over there still?
uh, for like, let's see, around like the central area. Central is like kind of like our downtown area.
Yeah.
Um, you see a lot of like you see a lot of people using spice, and you could tell, bro, because they get really hyped up and like um, it's kind of like your blood's on fire. Like
Right.
that's the way that I describe it. But
We talk.
like
I say that because we talk a lot about spice on the podcast because I used to be a spice head, and so we talk about spice and shit. I didn't know that it was still around. I didn't know that
you
spice
said,
was.
you're like a spice. You said you were addicted to spice.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I used to smoke spice, and so I was a fucking spice head for a long time, bro. And so we talk about that. We talk about spice and shit on the podcast. That's why I bring it up because I didn't know that spice was still around.
It's not as prevalent, but it is in the carts. I'll say that shit right now.
That's
Like
fucking crazy,
smoke,
bro.
bro. Smoking a cart here is kind of the same as spice.
No shit.
Yeah,
That's
but
fucking insane, bro.
people aren't smoking carts here anymore. It's all about alcohol now. It changes every like 5 years.
Oh no shit.
The fucking puff bar shit, like that's a big deal here, or it was a big deal. I mean, now everybody fucking smokes puff bars. Nobody really smokes weed anymore, which is a shame. Like I'm pretty uh pro THC. I'm not really for the fucking alcohol.
Right.
I'm not. Like, do I drink casually? Yeah. Have I fucking drank heavily before? Fuck yeah, I have. Am I
Right.
paying the
Right.
price for it now? Yeah, I am. Bro, I've done just about everything,
Right.
and I'm paying the price for that shit now.
Right.
On July 4th, I woke up with a cyst on my throat.
Oh fuck.
And this is for all my followers so that they can fucking hear this shit. I didn't think I was gonna be able to make music anymore, like because my throat is so fucked up. I fucking vaped since I was fucking 15,
Yeah.
smoked cigarettes since just around that same time, and it fucked me up, and my voice has taken the toll. Another main reason why I made like the more screamo stuff was because I at the time I could not make my melodic shit. So just for like anybody that's listening to this shit, if you're smoking cigarettes or you're smoking the puff bars or whatever, um, just I don't want to sound like like an anti-vape ad, but if you're making music or you're like your body's a fucking temple.
Yeah.
I'm sounding like my parents, bro.
No, no, you're
But
good. No, it's important,
you you
especially
have you
in this
have to
place.
you have to treat yourself with respect because you can't do this shit for forever. You cannot. Period. And you have to treat your body with respect because I didn't, and now I'm paying the price. Like I've been in the fucking ER in the hospital like 5 times in the past couple months, bro. Some days I wake up and I can't talk at all. Like most days I can't even record because it feels like there's a fire in my throat.
Right. Right. A hundred
You
percent.
know,
A hundred
for a good
percent.
month there, bro. I don't know what I was sick with, but I would throw up all my food,
Right.
all of it.
Right.
Could not eat. Could not
People
fucking.
people don't understand. People don't understand that that carts, especially like with THC, fucking dab pens, all that stuff. FDA has not approved that shit. And as much as people hate the FDA, I hate the FDA because they're fucking slimy ass fucking raccoons. But the FDA hasn't approved that shit. We haven't been smoking fucking vapes for that long. We don't know what the long term effects are.
Exactly.
The long term effects for
There,
smoking cigarettes, we know what those are. It's cancer. It's death. It's COPD. It's emphysema. Like we've been smoking cigarettes for centuries, for fucking hundreds of years. We've been smoking cigarettes. We know what the end game is for smoking cigarettes. We've only been smoking fucking vapes for what, maybe 10 years? Maybe fucking
yeah,
20 years? Like, we don't
exactly.
fucking know shit about fucking this stuff. And, like, even like with Spice, bro, I even tell myself, bro, I'll be sitting there and I'll be going off some, like, weird shit in my head. I'm like, did Spice fuck me up? Am I fucked up because of Spice? Because that shit, we don't know. We don't fucking know anything about that shit, bro.
And even beyond that shit, bro, because like I don't know if you were ever medicated for dyslexia or anything like that, but I was on a cocktail of shit, bro, for a long ass time.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
They'll fucking pump you with drugs, Adderall,
yep,
fucking
yep.
Xanax, fucking all that shit, bro.
It like I was on so much shit, and half the shit I didn't even know because I was still a kid.
Right, right,
Um,
right. And you
and
can't
they were
say
giving me
anything.
that exactly. And there's big chunks of my life, bro, that I don't remember. Like the kids that I was in school with, they'll tell me stories. I was hanging out with some fools from fucking freshman year like 2 days ago, and like, oh, you remember when you did this shit? I was like, I don't remember that. There's like crazy ass shit that I did that I don't even remember,
Damn.
and it's like, how is that shit approved, especially for a kid?
Right, right, right. 100%. But like that goes with like anything. That goes with like fentanyl. Dude, fentanyl has fucking taken so many fucking lives. Fentanyl has taken uh musicians' lives. R.I.P. fucking Mac Miller. R.I.P.
Fuck you.
fucking
Yeah.
Lil Peep. I think Lil Peep
Yep.
OD'd, didn't he?
Yep. Fent is fentanyl.
Yeah, bro. Like fentanyl is a fucking killer, bro. And it's in the medicine that we take, bro. Like people are taking fentanyl for medical use, and it's like we need to fucking stop, dog. Like that's big pharma shit, bro. That's big pharma shit. And that's all I gotta say. I haven't heard anything about meth. I haven't heard anything about fucking heroin in a long fucking time. You know what I have heard though? Fentanyl, and
And
that's what's
that
crazy, bro.
it's a big opioid thing here in Albuquerque. It's a big pill thing. Fentanyl is like not too much. I haven't really heard of anybody like selling fentanyl or like anybody ODing on fentanyl. Like if they have like that's a fucking shame, and I'm sorry. But here it's like people, too taking too much Xanax, and then they're
Yeah,
done taking too
fucking
much
school
perks.
buses, fucking Hulks, bro. Like I used to pop Xanax, bro, when I was in high school and shit. And then I got diagnosed with chronic anxiety, and then I had to take that shit for a medical purpose. And that shit turned me over on my taking taking pills. I don't touch pills anymore, bro, because of that reason, bro. I medically had to take Xanax to stop my fucking brain from going crazy. And then after I leveled out, I stopped taking medication altogether. I said, "Fuck Xanax, bro.
No,
Xanax is like the worst fucking drug you could fucking take for yourself.
it it is, bro. Fuck Xanax. Believe me, fuck Xanax.
Like,
It's
ugh,
I don't know what your experience was, but was there days like that you don't remember?
bro. Let me tell you something. I almost OD'd on Xanax whenever I was taking it medically because I couldn't remember if I took it or not. So like in the
Yep.
morning I'll pop a Xanax and then I'll be good and then I'll be like, oh shit, I forgot to take my medication. I'll pop another fucking Xanax and then I'll pop another fucking Xanax. Dude, I was getting fucking high as fuck, but like, I could have been dead. I could have fucking accidentally overdosed on Xanax itself because Xanax blacks you out. Xanax blacks you the fuck out, and these are stories, but like I've had friends that have popped Xanax. Like I was aware that they popped Xanax, and they would pop Xanax, and then the next morning they're like, dude, I blacked out like maybe 15 minutes after I took it, and I can't remember anything. I don't remember how I got home. I don't know how I fucking drove. I don't know what the fuck happened at the party. And I'm like, bro, that's fucking insane, bro. That's insane.
Yep. And they give it to you
They give
as a
it to you, yeah,
prescription.
they give it to you. A fucking doctor says, here, take this shit. It'll make you feel better.
Hey,
What the
hey, but if you
fuck?
don't have the prescription, you go to jail.
Yeah, yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked off, dude. The fucking big pharma, the government, it's fucked off, man. We could talk so much. We could go for hours, bro. Like we could literally go for hours talking about this shit, man.
It's but to anybody that's listening to this shit and you're dealing with any like, you know, addiction, dependencies, and it's messing up your life, there is resources for you.
Yeah,
You know,
get fucking help,
hope
bro.
hope isn't lost. Like don't think that this is what life is, because life can be better. If you want to change your life, you can change your life, and there's people that are available to help you, and they
Right,
want to help you.
right. And it's one of those fear things. People like I like to talk to the people that are underground. I like to talk to people that kind of shy away from that shit. I'm not a self care guy at all. I'm not. I mean, I self care for sure. Self care. I'm not a self doctor. Don't fucking self medicate yourself or don't fucking think that you have a certain thing when you haven't been fucking tested for it. But I will say, there's a lot of people that I know that watch this fucking podcast, and the people that do not want to go get help, people that do not want to go to a doctor or go to the pavilion or go to therapy or go to some type of rehab. There are other ways to help yourself, and all you have to do is Google and figure out a way to help you figure out what to do in this situation. And there are helplines. There are phone numbers that you can call about this shit that is anonymous. That you can talk to somebody about your addiction. And I just want people to understand that we are not telling you that you have to go to a doctor, but it would help. And if you don't, we're here to help you. There are
Exactly.
people
And
around this world that will be eager to listen to your story and what you're trying to do.
my DMs are always open to, like, if you ever want to talk about shit. My DMs do get pretty flooded, but I will definitely always try my best to, if you're going through shit, shoot me a DM. Let's chop it up. Let's talk about it.
Bars, bars. Um, honestly, honestly, let's reel it in a second. Why care? Like we should reel it in, man. That was a really great conversation, and dude, that was fucking amazing. But there is another reason why we're here on this podcast, and that is that YKARE makes music. And YKARE has a name, and YKARE does a lot of shit. So I want to know. I want to know who YKARE is. So let's start with the name. Let's start with the name, dude. YKARE, like that's something I have never heard before. That's a name I've never fucking like. It's unique, man. Like honestly, that name itself is unique as fuck. Um, and I wanted to know like what was the reasoning behind the name?
So for a while there, I was trying to figure out a name, and it was coming to, like, a lot of weird shit. And I remember going to my friend's house, and I was walking to his house, and I was still trying to think about a name. And I was like, this music shit's not gonna fucking work out. Like, why even care about it? Like, fuck it. Like, who gives a fuck?
Right,
And I think later that night, I had changed my name on SoundCloud, um, from what it was to YCare. And that's just kind of how it is for me. It's just like a lot of days I go through, um, I don't want to say depressive episodes, but it's just like, why give a fuck about anything? Why care about
right,
anything?
right, right. And that's
And
why
it's just like, it's 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 not an alter ego, but it's just like
it's
the
your
way
escape
that
place. It's your place where you can escape.
why care is everything that I want to be.
Bars.
It's and it is me, but it's I feel like when people see me, and they don't see who I actually am.
Right,
And that's what I had to do through the music. um Saying all the school shit, I won't stay on that for too long, but I was homeschooled for an extended period of time. I was home alone for days, bro.
right,
For months I never left the house. I didn't have any friends. I didn't have anybody to talk to. And you know I started just writing poems in a book. I have to find it. It is a purple book, and I just have so much shit written in there. And when I started making this music during quarantine was like reliving this nightmare, being homeschooled all over again.
right, right,
So I was able to, say what I wanted to, say what I was feeling. I felt like people weren't seeing me. And with my ADHD and my dyslexia, and on top of that with my anxiety, bro,
right,
like, people weren't seeing who I was. And I wanted to have a relationship, and but I feel like girls were not seeing me.
right,
And the best way for me to put my feelings out was to you know make music.
right. And that was
And I
was that. When did you start making? Like, when did you actually start making music, man? I mean, I know that you started posting music like maybe a few years ago, but like, when did you actually start making music yourself?
uh let's see. I would say when Sick Love dropped, which was um it
2019.
2019. Yeah, 2019 is when quarantine started. So yeah,
Okay, so
2019.
this is very recent. This is a very recent thing that you've been starting to do.
I've been wanting to do it for a while. Like, listening to other artists, going to school, like on my rides over, and when I was at home, all I would do is listen to fucking. I listen to everything, bro. I listen to Adele, Sam Smith, a lot of classical shit. I would listen to that, and I would just, you know, imagine myself being the one to say that word or say those words
Right,
because I couldn't write them down,
right,
you know,
right,
and there was no way to express it. So this is my way of expressing what I want to say. And another thing too, which I've been I hope people understand is all my songs, every single one of them. I don't make music just for the fucking. I'm an artist.
right,
I
right,
like whoop de woo. Like look at me
right,
type shit.
right,
A lot of those songs, bro, are letters to people, and they know who they are, but like they're like love letters, bro.
right, right,
Love letters, letters to myself, letters to other people. Uh, each drop has a fucking a meaning, and the minute that I stop fucking having meaning behind every single drop is there's no point for me.
right, right. 100%.
I just I I love this shit, bro. I really do, and it's what I want to do.
Yeah, you have a talent, man. I mean, not I don't like talking shit about artists. It's one of those things where if you have a fucking passion, do it. I'm 100% for it. But I would be lying if I didn't say I would be lying if I didn't say that I had favorites, and I do. I have favorite artists, local artists. I have favorite artists altogether. So, I have my favorite bands and my favorite rappers and stuff like that. But like favorite local artists, I have my favorites for. And I
Yeah,
feel like, you know, people need the criticism. People need to know what they're doing wrong. And to be honest, why you care? When I listened to your music, I was like, bro, he's probably gonna sound like the same fucking shit that I've, heard many many times, and this fuck boy shit, and and all of that stuff. But no, bro, it wasn't. I listened to your first song and I started going all the way down to the fucking end with toe tags, and I was like, holy shit, this shit is poetic. This shit is smooth. It sounds good. It's fucking amazing. You have a line. You do have a fucking you do have like a set point in your music to where it's like I could put you in a place to where it's like you could probably go into a type of genre or whatever you want to say. But I was
yeah.
like, this
Put it.
kid, what's up?
Oh no, no, keep going, keep going.
I was gonna say, this kid has a voice and he's using it well, and he has rhyme scheme, he has fucking bars, and he's doing it. You're doing it well. All I'm saying is you got it going, man, and I want you to know that people are going that look at you and say, wow, this guy's got fucking talent for sure.
I appreciate that. And to speak on like to any artists that are listening to this shit, that's what criticism does. I'm a critic to myself. Um, and I think a lot of artists, the issue is that they make one song that sounds good to them,
Right,
and they're like, "All right, where's my fucking Grammy?" There is no fucking Grammy. We're
right,
all working for this shit. Every song has to be better than the last. You have to
right,
refine it,
right,
and it always can be better. And that's I'm so brutal on myself. I'm such a perfectionist that you know I'm always striving. I'm always looking at videos to mix my music better. For 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 a fat minute there, bro, all I did was watch even before I fucking had a computer to mix my shit, before I had a microphone, before audio interface, any of that shit. I was watching videos just so I could understand the terminology. If
No
I
shit.
could, anybody listening to this shit, if I could do it, you can do it too.
Bars.
I am
Bars.
not the sharpest tool in the shed. I am not whatsoever. And I know some days I'm like, is there even talent for this shit?
Right.
Because I mean, Juice WRLD could fucking freestyle for hours, bro. Fucking Death Race for Love, bro. That shit was written in a couple of days,
Right.
just
Right.
freestyled, like no fucks given. And
Right.
will I get to that point as an artist eventually? I don't know. All I
Right.
know is the sun's coming up tomorrow, and I'm gonna be working my fucking ass off to get this shit.
Bars. Bars. YKARE, give me 1 second. My battery's about to die, so I'm gonna switch it out real quick. But this is a good.
Bet, bet, bet.
Let me go do that real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You say you want me, but I disagree. You say you love me, but I disagree. You say you want me, but I disagree. You say you love me, yeah, yeah, but I disagree. All I wanted was to get to know you, but your attitude coming off mean. All I ever wanted was to kick it, but you always had to leave me on scene. Never really existed anywhere but the inside of my dreams. I tried with multiple dinners, now you just leave me out to bleed. Yeah, you cute, but you left the homies fuck. That's just what they told me. You're beautiful, but you always just seem too out of my league. The one that I have on my mind, and I can't seem to stop, I'm a fiend. To blame for the change of my heart, cause I thought she was just meant for me. You say you want me, but I disagree. You say you love me, but I disagree. You say you want me, but I disagree. You say you love me, but I disagree. Smokky. You say it hurts to hate, but loving me is worse. How is it that I could be such a curse? Maybe all you need a Gucci bag, a Louis purse. But to explain my feelings, I need more than a verse. Like a dog, dehydrated, I got thirst. I noticed that there's not the same spark when we converse. Maybe it had to be this way, no feelings to disperse. If I had a time stone, I hit reverse. Feel like I'm writing a script, had to rehearse. Was trying to sell you my love, had to reimburse. I'm feeling heartbroken, yeah, I need a nurse. Perhaps it's better to be alone in this universe. I felt like I was buried underground, had to submerge. And now I'm standing here, but in my heart it hurts. My road, it wasn't long, they soon diverged. I had to kill off my love for you and put it in a hearse.
And we're back. YKARE, you still there?
Yes, sir. I took a
Bars.
pee. I pissed.
You
I
pissed?
shitted too.
You pissed and shitted?
I pee sitting down.
I'm sitting down. Fucking. This would actually be a really good part of the segment. You wanted to talk about something that was very important to you. You said you wanted to talk about it last night, and I was like, I'm so down. You wanted to talk about how many fucking people get your fucking rap name wrong.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
Everybody, listen up.
Listen the fuck up,
Y
guys. Listen the fuck
K
up.
A R E K. It is why care. Yes, it is. It off first glance, it is hard to understand. It is capitalized. Don't capitalize the. It just looks weird. I'm fucking picky, all right. But it's like it. Okay, I've gotten white carrot, white hair, YK, YKARE, YKeeps,
Wakita.
I care, Care Bear. I could go on for days, bro. It's
That's
literally everything but why care.
that's
So
crazy, bro. That's crazy.
it's
Like, I mean, like I told you yesterday, I was like, I was like, maybe it's all fucked up, but at the same time, I was like, it might be as simple as just saying why care. So I was like, fuck it. It sounds good. It sounds right to me. So I'm gonna say it to him. And I was like, what? How do you say your name? Why care? And you're like, dude, no fucking way. You're the only person that said it right. I was like, hell yeah.
it, dude. Only person like when you sent me that text, I was working on some music at the time, and I
Yeah.
fucking jumped out of my chair, and I was like, "You fucking got it right. I
He
love
fucking mad. He fucking cares. Who cares? Why care? I care. That's who.
you." Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Why care? I care's fucking t-shirts coming out soon. I don't know,
Why care? I care. That actually, you
but
know what? That would be a badass fucking shirt. Why care? I care.
it'd be
Damn.
dope.
Fucking
But
hashtag why
yeah,
care? I care.
it's why care. It is why care.
Name. You know the problem that I have is that I'm barely getting into my music and shit, and I have a rap name and shit, and it's Almighty Sai. Obviously, on my Instagram, it's there, but a lot of people don't know because professionally I use my real name. If I'm going to to talk to people on podcast or whatever, I use my real name because in a professional sense, I want people to understand that I take this seriously. You know,
Yeah,
in my music, I use my alias, and that is Almighty Sai. And multiple times already, people have used my real name in my music and put flyers out that have my real name on there. I'm like, bro, like that doesn't. That's not who I am. On stage, that's not who I am. I'm not fucking Braxton. I'm fucking Almighty Sai.
yep.
Professionally, I'm Braxton. Or you can call me whatever the fuck you want. But on stage, I'm fucking Almighty Sai, and I want people to know that. But like, for some reason, and people that are watching this, and people that know who fucking YKARE is, I want people to understand that getting an alias right, getting a fucking stage name right, or understanding that this is a character or a person or an entity that the person is trying to pursue, it matters. It fucking matters 100%. It's a part of their art. It's a part of who they are. It's a part of what they are trying to put out in this world. It fucking matters. Like it matters because Sai is not just SIGH. It's it means something. It's S for sick, I is in, G is good, and H is head. Sick in the good head. Like I was a good kid back then, and then I grew up and I got fucking ill. Like I got fucking my brain fucking turned to mush and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I turned fucking all fucked off and stuff, and you can hear my music and everything. Almighty Sai means something. Almighty means something. Like I used to believe, I used to be hard as fucking religion and shit, and now I'm not. So who the fuck is Almighty? I'm Almighty. I'm my own fucking person. You know what I'm saying? I believe in a God. I believe in my God. I might not believe in your Jesus or your God or your Mary, but I believe in my own, and I know where Almighty comes. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
I feel for you, YKARE, because like when people are like, "Oh, what is it? Fucking white hair? How Care Bear?" Like, go fuck yourself, dude. You're not
We're we're
fucking
putting we're putting our most vulnerable self out there for you to listen to, and all we ask is for the respect.
exactly. And you know what? Yeah, it's all fun and games sometimes. Sometimes we have a laugh when somebody fucks up our name or whatever, or what it's one of those things where like we can have fucking humor in our shit, but at the same time it's like I'm calling somebody that made a fucking a flyer for me, and my alias is not on there. I'm like, hey, you fucked up. Like, hey, can we change that? Is there any way to change that shit? Because I don't want people to know me by Braxton. I don't want people to know me. I want people to know me by Almighty Sai. I want people to know me by my fucking rap name. And I want people, and it goes for you too. It's like if somebody is gonna go on stage and say, next up is fucking YKARE, like you make sure that that shit is fucking correct, because then you go up there and you're like, bro. Like, where the fuck did you get fucking Care Bear from, you stupid fuck? Like, that makes no fucking sense, you know?
Yeah, it's yeah. People are gonna mess with my name. It's hard to pronounce. I understand that, but for like you know, it's YKARE. It's
Yeah,
YKARE.
it's
It
white
is a
care.
meaning behind the name.
Yeah, exactly. Bars, 100% bars, dude. So,
Uh
what's up?
oh no, no. Just clearing my throat.
Oh no. Um, so you start to get into music, man, and I was looking too. It's like you drop a lot of singles, and I've wanted to ask this to somebody that only has singles. Do you don't have an album or an EP out, do you?
No.
Okay.
The reason for okay.
Well, we can get to the reason, but after I ask this question, because I've always wanted to ask somebody that only has singles out, and I was like, you know what, YKARE would probably be the best person to talk about this. Um, why why is it that in this generation, or like the growing population of rap music in this era, why do rappers or musicians or artists or whatever tend to throw more singles out than albums nowadays? Is it because of the the attention span of people, or do you have like a science behind it? What is it?
Let me- So the reason for me personally is I'm not gonna come out with an album till till I gain a little bit more traction. Like, yeah, we're about to hit 12,000 monthly listeners on fucking Spotify. Like, there's gonna be some people that are gonna listen, but I want to save the best part of myself for when more people could hear it.
Right,
But as for like just speaking on people around my age, um, I don't think a lot can like name an actual album that they sat down and listened to
okay,
at all whatsoever. Like definitely none of my friends that listen to rap can name an album that they sat down and listened
right,
to.
right.
Keep repeating myself, but
And that's a
it's
generation thing, because dude, like on my side, I'm only 26, so I'm only a little bit older than you. But on my side, I hit the I listen to albums. I personally listen to albums, and people that are older than me listen to albums straight through. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where I feel like it's a generational thing, where I have my friends are like, dude, you have to listen to this whole fucking thing, and they will. And when they get done, they're like, dude, this is one of the best fucking albums I've ever heard in a long time. But I do see a differential in the generational gap between me and the people that I talk to, especially like my little sister and stuff. I don't think she's ever listened to a fucking album all the way through either. And it's like I've
no,
always wanted to know like what that was like, and now that I know, it does make sense. It really makes sense that the attention span. It's not bad. It's not a bad. I'm not saying fuck you because your attention span's short. But you got like TikTok, you got fucking Instagram, you got fucking Reels. Like those are short pieces of art or short pieces of fucking information that we get constantly every single day. And so like TikTok and stuff, like you watch like 6 seconds of a video, and then you're swiping up and you watch another one. The attention span for TikTok is literally like 3 seconds, you know. And I feel like
yeah,
this generation has caught on to that, where it's like you have to make a fucking banger, you have to make it fucking good. Just one song, you have to make fucking good, or you're shit. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
like back then, make a whole fucking album, it was fucking great. Now it's like you make one or two songs, they have to be fucking good, or you're not good, or you're not shit. Like kids nowadays, you have one fucking time to let them listen. You have one time to let them listen to you, and if they don't like you, they'll never listen to you again. 100%.
they're you got one chance, you got a couple seconds to get in people's minds, or they're gonna scroll past you. For example, on TikTok, if you got probably about 4.5 seconds in your brain to figure out if you're gonna watch a video or not,
Bars.
you
100%.
know. So that's why it's like everything changed. I want to say everything changed back in 2015, 2016. Um, I don't. It's my favorite XXL cipher with Kodak Black, Denzel Curry,
Oh, dude.
Uzi,
Denzel Curry.
21.
Oh, fuck, dude. Did a phenomenal job.
Everything changed there, especially with X being a big person of making shorter songs, minute 30 seconds, boom. Um, I'm barely getting into Little Peep now. I'm not gonna say that I was a fan at the beginning because I wasn't, but like now, like I'm in love with Lil Peep. His songs are just a little bit like longer.
Right, right,
Um,
right, right.
but it's all changing, and all right, R.I.P. Peep, R.I.P. X, you know, but R.I.P. Juice. I love
Oh,
Juice,
Juice,
but
man. Juice, RP Juice.
unfortunately, they're not with us anymore, and I feel like with them passing comes the passing of the emo rap, and
Yeah,
now we're coming into a new genre, and that's kind of where I'm trying to be known as hyper pop. I don't know if you know what hyper pop is,
yeah.
but
I'm glad that you brought that up because that was gonna be my next question about like what your genre is and stuff. I'm glad you brought that up.
actually a article was written, well, it's last night, but I saw it this morning, where they put me in a hyper pop slash hype genre. um
Oh no shit, your
I
name's already on fucking articles, bro.
Yeah, I got one article that my manager wrote. um Underground Rap Plug. Shout out
Wow.
Underground Rap Plug.
Underground
Yeah.
Rap Plug. Can I look that up? Is that the website Underground Rap Plug or is that Instagram or what?
That's his Instagram. The link's also on my. If you just click the link in my bio, it's there. And
Actually, you
then
know
I
what,
just
bro? I'm gonna look right now, but I think I've seen this guy around. To be honest, like I Underground Rap Plug, Underground Rap Plug. No, no, this is I haven't seen this guy around, but now I know. I'm right here, right here. I see you and I see Fretz. I don't know if you know who Fretz is.
I don't.
Fretz is another guy that I know. Shout out to fucking Fretz, bro. He's from fucking Spain.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but like yeah, so going into it's insane, bro. This is insane. This is something. This is new to me. This shit's new to me. So let's dig into that. So you got an article out about you, and they put you in this genre. Are you comfortable with that? Are you comfortable with the genre that they put you in?
I don't even like hyperpop. Yes. Well, actually, you know what? No, because the hyperpop, other hyperpop artists, like the main ones right now that come to mind are, or at least the ones that I listen to, are Glaive and Eric DOA. I don't know
Okay.
if you know who those guys are, but they're
Nope.
fucking
Nope.
amazing. Um, they're my fucking idols right now. I listen to them every fucking day. Those are the founding fathers, not founding fathers. Negate that. I'm fucking running my mouth. Um, but I have one song out. It's called Nothing. It's only on SoundCloud. Um, that song is hyperpop influenced, and I mean, it's done pretty good for like my size. Like it got like 4,000 plays,
Right.
um, a lot of likes. Like I didn't really even promote it at all. I just dropped it, and people really liked it. My next drop, it's gonna be called Afterglow. I'm really excited for that. It is definitely hyperpop influenced, and I think everybody's gonna really like it.
Right. Right.
I'm excited for it. My entire team's excited for it. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna do some shit that I've never done before.
No shit.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be dope, bro. I'm super excited for it.
Like, is it gonna be like different sound? Are we looking at a different sound in the beats, or,
Um,
or is it gonna be like live sound? Like I know that there's a lot of artists right now, a lot of rap artists right now that are going into live sound. Shout out to fucking Lil God. Lil God just dropped his new album called School of God, and it's all live sound. All of that shit is live sound, and it's fucking phenomenal. But what are you looking into? Like, what is the sound gonna be like?
it's like I'm combining kind of my hype stuff with more of my like sad stuff. So, um, this song that I don't want to say too much on it, but it's still gonna be the me talking about an experience that I had and how I feel about something, but it's told in a very you know upbeat type of way.
Right.
And I'm just excited for it. You'll see when it drops, man. It's gonna be a great start to 2022.
Oh, I'm fucking excited, bro. I'm fucking excited. I started this podcast a year ago. I started in January. I didn't drop anything until March, so I'm gonna say around March is whenever I first started doing this podcast. And whenever I did, I didn't know what I was going to get myself into. And now that I'm talking to a lot of people, I feel like next year is a lot. There's a lot going on next year. A lot of people are popping off. A lot of people are blowing the fuck up. A lot of people are
Yep.
dropping really good shit. Man, like I'm hearing stuff that hasn't been done in a very long time. There's people bringing back OG shit. There's people bringing in new ass shit that it sounds phenomenal. And I feel like in this area that you have created for yourself, we got the founding fathers of like the emo rap. We got XX, you got fucking Lil Peep, and to be honest, I don't know if you knew this, but Lil God is in there. Lil God is in the fucking mix of all that shit. Because I remember when he started blowing up with Lil Peep and X and stuff. But that's my fucking OG shit, my knowledge, my OG knowledge and shit. People don't know. Um, those are the people that have kind of like founded this type of sound, and then there are people under this umbrella, man, that are just like branching out to where it's like now we got Suicide Boys and we got fucking who the fuck was I just thinking of Kill Station, and we have fucking Bill Saber and fucking Night Lavelle. You know what I'm saying? Those types of fucking
Yeah.
artists that are real down in the fucking in that type of genre, kind of like Scarlord and fucking City Morgue and
Fuck
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
and, and
Exactly.
and you hear that kind of sound, but it's their own sound. They've built this on top of, or they built this under that umbrella, and it's amazing, and it's turning into something that nobody thought that it could turn into. Rap turns to punk, or rap turns to pop, rap turns to punk, rap turns to emo, rap turns to emotional, rap turns. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
obviously, rap.
It's
Well, go
it's
on.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, and it's becoming its own genre. And like what you just said, like your shit, man. YKARE's music is its own genre. Like you're on the building blocks of a thing that has not been done yet. You're on the building blocks of things that have not been performed or mastered or reviewed before. You know what I'm saying? Like YCare, you have this thing in the palm of your hands that you can literally mold like clay and build something that nobody's ever heard before. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
Like
that's the beauty of not fitting into the standard of what everybody else is doing. And I think that's why kind of people vibe with my shit is because it's not sounding like a lot of other people, and it's raw. Like I said, as an artist and true with every other artist, we are putting our most vulnerable self out for you to listen to.
right, right, 100%. 100%. And you have that, right? You're doing that while you're simultaneously trying to build a career for yourself, while simultaneously building something that nobody's ever seen before. And it can be overwhelming sometimes, man. And I feel, I'm not gonna talk for you, but I'm pretty sure that there are days where you're like, fuck, I have a lot of shit going on.
Oh, bro, the past 2 months is when I've been getting my most traction. I barely had 1,000 fucking monthly listeners 2 months ago,
Right,
and now it popped up and it's still growing.
right,
It's like people are making articles for me that I wake up and people are tagging me in posts that I didn't even ask for. I've got You look up my name on YouTube, people are making AMVs, lyric videos, all kinds of shit. Like it's a lot of pressure, you
right,
know.
right.
And it but it's what I want to do, and I'm just gonna all I can continue to do is you know keep saying what needs to be said, what I want to say, what's going on. Um, with my life
Right.
and put it on display for everybody to see.
100%. Dude, um, you you actually, I was having a shitty morning. I work nights and stuff, and I woke up.
What do you do?
I do newspaper. I'm a fucking newspaper guy. I deliver a
Oh yeah, yeah.
newspaper in the countryside. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm out every night, and I was feeling like real shit, bro. I was feeling really shitty, and I woke up this morning. I woke up like probably like I think like 10 minutes before I called you. I was like, I gotta get this shit done, and bro, like, I'm glad that you fucking called. I'm glad that we got you on the phone. It was a badass fucking conversation. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to talking to me about your music, what's on your mind, getting more in depth of like who you are as YKARE. And man, I really hope I see a lot more out of you with the new year coming around and your music and
Yes,
stuff.
sir.
But YKARE, right now, I definitely want you to plug all your shit. What's going on? Your Instagram, your fucking socials, all that shit. We need to know who the fuck you are, man.
All right. Let's see. The Instagram is at YKare the World. YKARETHEWORLD. YKare the World. I just made a Snapchat last night. Actually, it's I love YKare. YKare. It's ILOVE, and then you spell out YKare just because I wanted people to know what it was. So it's ILOVEWHYLOV. Wait. I can't spell it.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
It's just I love YKare, but you spell out YKare. It's gonna be in the link in my bio on Instagram. If you look at my Instagram, you'll find all my shit.
Okay, because I'll put all your shit. I'll put all your shit right here in pictures. That way I could go get you.
Okay, bet.
Anything new in the near future? We're talking about music and stuff in the near future. Are we looking for anything maybe in January next year, or what are we looking at right now? Are we gonna drop some singles or what?
I would like to drop an EP this year. Um, I would like to work on just a smaller EP. It's gonna continue to be singles. Once the ball gets rolling, like I said, maybe an album. Maybe. But shit's gonna keep coming out. It's gonna be new. It's gonna be shit you haven't heard before. As you've like seen with my past other singles, nothing is the same.
Right,
So
right.
it's gonna continue to be that. And
Forever evolving.
honestly, exactly. And I'm excited too because I don't know what the fuck
Right.
what I'm gonna drop next. Like I got unreleased music, but I'm making songs all the time, like different shit all the time, and I have a favorite, and usually the favorite's what makes it to the next drop.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Like I said, I appreciate you coming on the fucking podcast. And
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me.
oh, definitely, bro. We're gonna have to set up a time and a date where I either go over there to fucking Albuquerque or come over here, and we gotta sit down for real in person and talk about some real shit, man. I really enjoyed our conversation, man. I feel like we are more alike than we think we are, man.
Exactly. Yeah, we definitely can set that shit up. I'm going monthly out to California to do music shit
Hell yeah.
and hang out with my girl. But you're not that far away, man.
Yeah, we're not that far. Maybe I could just take a little vacation and go say what's up to my homie Wycare.
Exactly, bro. Yep.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, I will talk to you later, man, and I'll call you back here in a second so I can give you more deets about the podcast and stuff. But man, it was an honor, and I'll talk to you later, man.
Thank you, bro. Laters.
All right, later. Well, there you have it, guys. Fucking YKARE himself. On phone, obviously we can't really. It's becoming one of those things where I'm gonna have to start calling more people. I hope you like it. Um, give me some information. If you don't really like the phone calls, obviously there's nothing that I can do about it. But I like the input, and I want to know what I can do better about the phone calls. It's a little bit more. It's a little less emotions because I'm by myself, but I try to get deep into the conversation itself. But man, that was a great fucking interview. I loved it. That was probably one of the best I've had in a long time. But you know who I am? Almighty Sai. Instagram, almighty_s.i.g.h. You can get me on there. On YouTube, it's MOSHCAST with Almighty Sai. And if you don't have us, or if you found us on YouTube, go to our website at undeniablemisfortune.com. Merch, albums. I got a lot of shit going on. I've reinvented myself as an artist. So you're going to see a lot more shit coming from me. I know that the last time I fucking dropped the album, it was last year. It's coming. The second album's coming. I need to do this correctly. Alright, sorry. Fucking sue me. But I got a lot of shit going on. I got a podcast. I got the promo videos, all that good shit. But, like always, guys, and I will say this, I hope that next week I feel a lot better. That way you don't hear me fucking wheezing, coughing, and all that good shit. But I will see you next week. And go fuck yourself.
play.